Coming up on Loose Women, Just Between Us.
I started in March. By August, I'd got 100,000 followers. By Christmas, I'd hit 1 million. It was that quick.
Two phrases. I'm just going to tell it like it is. No, you're going to tell it like you think it is.
Yeah, Denise.
And I'm going to tell my truth. Well, that's probably a lie.
Yeah.
Because there's only one truth. The common denominator, Amy, is you. So only you have the power to change you. That's all after this.
Loose Women, Just Between Us is sponsored by Mecca Bingo.
And of course, it's about getting together, whether that's in your legendary bingo halls or online.
In Mecca's chat rooms, players have their own lingo. I'm going to test you. First one, WD.
Well done.
Correct. Next, GL.
Good legs. No, only joking. GL. Good luck.
Yes. And finally, 1TG.
1 to go.
You are on a roll. Discover even more at meccabingo.com. You don't even need a dabber.
And it's not just about bingo. There are other games like Slingo, Slot, and even Loose Women Bingo.
Players must be 18 or over. Terms and conditions apply. See meccabingo.com for details.
Hello and welcome once again to Loose Women Just Between Us. I am Denise Squelch and this is
Grace.
This is Grace, aka
GK Barry.
GK Barry.
Yeah.
We have got a fun show for you coming up. We've got some dilemmas and we've got Lily, who, you see, sorry, to the older viewers will understand. We've got Lily, whose friend has borrowed some money, okay, and she's not paying it her back. And although she doesn't need it, what should she do about it? And then we've got Amy, whose confidence in herself is really, really down. And so we'll be having a chat about that. But I always love this opportunity because it's like you and I would say that we're friends.
Yeah.
We really love it when we're together. I've done Grace's live show, which was incredible to see the reaction of the crowd. To me, not to Grace, obviously. And, but we rarely get a chance because we're always seeing each other and then we flit off and do our lives. Mm-hmm. And there's several people I've spoken to of the older women, Loose Women group, who adore you, including my mum-in-law, Jen, who you're one of her favourites.
Shout out, Jen.
But because they're not TikTokers, which I'm not, I'm on it, but I'm too scared to look at it because it will be another 4 hours out of my day. Mm-hmm. So to people who aren't from your generation, they'll say, where did Grace come from? What is the TikTok thing? How did she start? And believe you me, it's fascinating because watching Grace walk on stage in front of an audience of thousands at Sheffield was really quite something. And I'm thinking, my God, you know, what is this phenomenon? How does it start? Can you give us a sort of a pre-seed version of the minute you decided to go on and what was the format in your head?
Of TikTok, yeah.
Of TikTok and how you started?
So lockdown happened. I thought, this is the end.
You were working in a coffee shop.
I was working at Costa. Other ones are available. And I worked at Costa and lockdown happened and I thought it was the end of humanity. So I was like, do you know what? Let's just go for it. And TikTok had just become a thing. Like everyone was on TikTok.
And TikTok is videos.
It's
isn't
videos,
it?
But at the time it was just mainly people dancing. It used to be an app called Musical.ly, so it was just people dancing. One thing about me, Denise, is I'm not going to dance, right? But I thought, let me download it, okay? So I downloaded it, and one of the first few videos I made, there was a trend, put a finger down. I spoke about an ex-boyfriend trying to run me over. I did it in a funny way.
Just to the camera, just you in your
camera.
room.
It was just me talking to the camera about something embarrassing that happened to me. It went viral.
It went viral?
Like, it got like 1 million views.
So nobody knew you were just Grace in your bedroom?
No, and I looked so different as well. But also, I called myself GK Barry because I thought, if I post anything, I don't want people from school seeing it because I feel like that's embarrassing. So I went under this other name and I was just posting videos of embarrassing things that happened to me. I was at uni at the time, so I was talking about stuff that had happened at uni, night outs, things that happened on the night out, like just basically.
So people in the comments, it was because it was so relatable. They were going, oh my God, I would never have said that out loud, but that happened to me.
And bearing in mind, like, in all of the videos, I'm either hungover, I've got my acne out, I've got my no makeup on, hair in a bun.
So there was no glam GK Barry?
There was no glam. And I think people saw that and were like, oh, she's actually quite normal. And maybe it's someone that I can relate to. And then my audience became sort of uni students and sort of 16-year-olds, like teen girls.
And how many videos a day were you doing to get this traction?
I did 3 videos a day.
Okay.
And
that's a lot of embarrassing things
yeah,
happening to you.
or like even I did skits, or I'd talk about things that were going on in the news, like just anything really, because I was thinking I can get some views here. And then, so that happened in March.
So this is proper beginning of
I started in March. By August, I'd got 100,000 followers. By Christmas, I'd hit 1 million. It was that quick.
Now, the monetizing thing on it is interesting to me. I understand a paid partnership. You know, we'll give you this money, like an old television advert. We'll give you this money to do a post and a reel on Instagram or something. How are you monetizing by not advertising anything?
It wasn't a thing. When I first started, I didn't think you could get paid from TikTok. I'm pretty sure you couldn't really. And then when I hit 1 million followers, I thought, right, I'm just going to find... my manager messaged me and was like...
Why did you have a manager?
Well, she just messaged me saying, I'd like to manage you because I've never seen...
So she managed you as a result of this? You didn't... Obviously, Costa didn't give you a personal manager.
No. She was in the industry, but she only, at the time, managed, like, Love Islanders. She was like, I've never worked with anyone like you before, but I'd either like to manage you or just be your friend because I think you're so funny. So I said... screw it, you can be a manager. That sounds quite cool.
But I haven't got any money to give you.
Got no money. Literally, there was no one wanted to work with me because TikTok wasn't really a thing. And then afterwards, it progressed in brands were like, oh, okay, every video this girl is doing is getting about 3 million views. If she promoted a product, imagine how many sales we'd get. Then they started slowly working with me, and that's how I get paid.
So tell me how that works on TikTok.
So say I would have a pair of leggings, and I would say, guys, look at these leggings, and I'd do a funny video in the leggings talking about, my whole thing is that my bum's flat, but I could be like, do you know what?
But
this has given me a little bit of something, but I'd actually just have a pillow shoved down there. But it's funny, and if people liked the leggings, they'd be like, oh, actually, let me click on that brand, and they'll go buy the leggings. And I did do that, and it sold out all the leggings. It did nothing for my bum. I'm sorry for lying. That was like my first ever brand deal.
What were your family? Because obviously, you know, if in my day you got an acting job and you know your family knew that you were going to work and you filmed it over 6 months and it became a success and you became well known. So there's a normal sort of trajectory as to what's going to happen. But your mum thought you were just girl in basement.
Yeah.
And then you come out and you're recognised in the street, pretty much.
My mum didn't get it. And as well, I'm very crude. I swear a lot on my TikTok. At home, I never, ever swore. My parents had never seen that side to me. So when I said I'm quitting my job at Costa because I'm doing really well on TikTok, my mum thought I'd lost my mind. She was like, I don't understand. Then she'd see some of the videos and really didn't get it.
Was she going... Well, I don't see. She wasn't a Geordie, obviously. Yeah. I'm thinking of my mother. Yeah. Well, I don't see what they find funny about that.
She was like, I just don't really understand it. But okay, like if you want to quit your job, you best still go to uni and continue at uni.
What were you doing at uni?
So at that time, I was doing TV and film. And then I wanted to finish, but my parents were like, oh, would you do a master's? So I did a master's in digital marketing. Yeah. I don't know how I passed that. ChatGPT, let's go. But then I carried it on. And then after uni, I just was like, you know what, I'm going to do this full time. My parents were like, if this doesn't pay off, like you need to have a second option. I didn't have a second option.
Then did people start to look, you know, looking after you and like, because obviously when I did your live show, there were people, there was the producer and the director and the this, that and the other and the stylist and everything.
Yeah.
Then you form a team around you.
That team has properly only come, I would say, within the last year or like 2 years maybe. Originally it was just Hannah, my manager, it was just Hannah. And now it's sort of like I've got my podcast, I've got like my producer, I've got my hair and makeup, so I've got all of that. And yeah, that's just sort of my team that I have with me now.
I'm going to do a podcast where I just interview Grace. Right. Have you stolen my glasses?
No, where have you put them?
Where do?
You need your glasses.
Oh,
Find
there
your
they
glasses.
are. This
Right.
is so dreadful. We're going now to a break. I hear you cry. Yay! We're going to a break. When we come back, we've got a couple of juicy dilemmas for you.
Welcome back. This is Denise. I'm GK. And now I'm doing dilemmas. I don't know why I introduced it like that. I just thought I'd take the moment, Denise. Right, okay. It's from Lily. A couple years ago, my friend needed extra money to make her rent, so I gave her £100. She's never been a generous friend, and she will always skip her rounds on a night out, and I'm certain she wouldn't do the same for me. But I could tell she was really stressed, so I decided to do the right thing. Her difficulties have now passed, and she's in a great job, has bought a flat and a car, but she has never mentioned that £100 since. As a few years have passed and I don't necessarily need the £100, I feel it would be petty to bring it up, but it's still niggling me. Should I let it go?
Wow. That can ruin friendships, even if it's £10 or £20. I was at drama school 183 years ago.
Yeah, of course.
1978. And we all went out, a bunch of us. And my friend Don, he wouldn't mind me saying it because we've ribbed him for years. But there was about 20 of us and we all went out for a Chinese meal, which probably cost about £2.80. And at the end of the meal, we all said, right, OK, everybody, it's a £5 each or whatever it was in those days. And Don piped up from the end, guys, I didn't have the pancake roll, right? So we have always done, I didn't have the pancake roll.
Yeah.
OK. And I've got a very good friend who will pipe up with that. And I have to sort of ignore it because I love so much about him otherwise.
Yeah.
But we always know that when it is the bill time, there will be just get something out the wallet going on down there.
Yeah.
Or just go to the toilet. But it happens all the time. And I don't know how that person can not, when he goes in at night, lie down and think, I did it again.
Yeah.
I did it again.
Makes you feel awkward.
And we're not talking about a lot of money. Years ago, again, I was asked when I was in Corrie, someone asked if they could borrow a few £1,000s. Now, that was a lot of money then.
It's a lot of money now.
It's a lot of money now.
Right.
And it wasn't that I would have died without it. It was the fact that someone said to me, because there was a sob story that went with it, and there was no doubt in my mind that it was a genuine reason. They said, I did it a year or two ago. And suddenly, obviously we didn't have social media, but that person had sent postcards from Tenerife. That person had gone out for a restaurant meal and wanted the top wine on the bill.
Stop it.
Now that would have made me ill.
Yeah.
So if I have ever lent money, and it's very rare, I've said, I will give you that. It's not a loan. I don't want it back. But I'm not talking about what I would with family or something like that. Yeah. But I've said, there you go. Have it as a gift. No. Have it as a gift. I don't want it back, but that's it. I'm done now. And that's how I've done it, because I think it is the thing that can eat away into friendships. What would you do with that, girl?
I think with a friend, you probably just shouldn't expect the money back. Like, I wouldn't. I would just be like, okay, but best believe I would be making comments if we were at a restaurant and they got oysters. I bet you can afford oysters now, can you?
Right, okay, you would do that.
Yeah, but I'd play it off as a joke. But deep down, Denise, I wouldn't be joking.
No, I know.
But
it's very... Because I don't know, I imagine you're the same as me, that you've fumbled around in your bag and someone's gone, you say, I need 20 quid, and they've given you 20 quid and you're going to get it in an hour. And you go home and in the middle of the night you go, oh my God, I didn't give Michelle the 20 quid back, and I can't wait till the morning to ring her because I'm so mortified that she thinks I've done that. Those people, she knows she owes her 100 quid.
Yeah. Also, if she's someone that won't pick up like a bar tab or a round at a bar, why have you just lent her money then and expected it back? She's never put her hand in her pocket before. So
I think she wants acknowledgement of it, and then she's in a position to say it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I think Grace is right, that you should basically say, and do it in a light-hearted way. Also, you're back you're back on your feet again. I'll have me 100 quid back.
Yeah, because then
See
at
what she
least they
says.
know that you remember.
Yeah,
Or never forget.
yeah. There you go.
Right.
Okay, we're going to take another comfort break and we will be back afterwards with Amy's dilemma.
Loose Women Just Between Us is brought to you by Mecca Bingo.
Everyone needs a break, even from podcasting. It's time to take a Mecca winning moment. Have a cuppa, share a little something that's made us smile this week.
Do you know what I've been doing this week and for the past few weeks?
Do I want to know?
Yeah, apart from that, Jane. I've been looking back at old footage of me and my sisters doing all the shows we did and watching all the singing. And I don't know, it made me realise that, well, communities and singing and all of that are such an important thing. And it made me feel that I'm very lucky that I've had my own little community for my whole life, really.
You have?
Yeah,
Oh, that's amazing.
it is.
You've got a lovely back catalogue.
Oh, that has been said. Anyway, shall we get back to the podcast? Don't forget, for more Mecca winning moments, head to meccabingo.com.
You can also find T's and C's there. Players must be over 18 and please always be gamble aware.
Welcome back to Loose Women Just Between Us with me, Denise Welsh, and the gorgeous
GK Barry.
GK Barry.
Sorry, I always forget so many.
Okay, we've now got I'll tell you what my dilemma is. I will clean my glasses.
Till the cows
with
come on.
Glass cleaners are us. And I will clean them and I will put them down and I will pick them up and they're filthy.
Just like you, Denise.
Just like me. You pick her up, she's filthy. It does my head in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you can see it, but I anyway, this is from Amy. I still have to do that because they're so dirty. I'm 44 in 2 days' time. Happy birthday, Amy. And I've been single for 6 years after several quite bad relationships. I feel like I've been rejected most of my life. I can't put myself out there. It's like a brick wall in front of me and I can't get over it. I can't go on the apps. When I've done that and met somebody, we've been on a couple of dates and I've been ghosted. Or there's been times when people have come back into my life, it's felt great and then they've disappeared. Do I just have to decide that I'm going to be single for the rest of my life and get on with it? Or not? I've always wanted to get married, but maybe it's time to give up. Amy.
The apps don't work, Amy. Who's telling her to go on apps?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know what to do if I was suddenly single.
I think this is, well, for me, it sounds like she's lacking, obviously, in the confidence department.
Hugely, but she can't expect that the man in the white horse is going to come knocking on her door because it ain't going to happen.
She needs to within. You need to go to a hairdresser, chop your hair, dye your hair, get extensions, whatever you want to do. Do that. Pop a bit of fake tan on. Have a makeover done. You know those like stalls in Debenhams?
Pretend to almost be someone else.
Yeah. So then walk into a room, a pub, a restaurant, whatever. Go on your own or with some friends. Push your hair back a little bit and have like loads of fake confidence. And I think people will then be drawn to you. If you look like you're someone that's really confident in yourself, people love that.
That is
They
a
will be
really good
drawn to
idea.
you. Yeah.
And when I leave this room, this podcast studio, I'm going to put that down and I'm going to pitch that for a TV series for you and I to do.
Really?
Where we go around and we find little mousy people. I'm not saying you
We
are,
like
Amy,
got
but
one.
we find little mousy people.
Yeah.
And we give them confidence but we give them a new persona, like you've just suggested. Because,
Yeah.
okay, being brutal, Amy, I would say to you, well, what do you expect people to do? You've said you don't want to go on the apps. You've said you're always being rejected. You've said you're always being ghosted, but you want to get married. But that's got to be up to you because nobody's going to come and knock on your door. So something is happening that people are ghosting you. So the common denominator, Amy, is you. So only you have the power to change you. And I think that is a great idea. I mean, obviously, what it doesn't say on here, but I'm sure people have said to you, are you a gardener? Are you a dancer? Join a group. My stepson goes to, those swing dancing classes.
Zumba.
It's not Zumba, but it's swing when you have the partner. So there's lots of single people go. So you have to dance with someone else.
Has to be a different word
you
than
know?
swing.
It's called.
Has to be a different word. You're starting rumours
No,
now.
it's the swing. It's famous, isn't it? Swing dancing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not
Sorry.
swingers dancing. Although I'm sure there is a club.
If that is a bit
But
of
if
you,
not,
Amy.
go to swing dancing. But I think that is a great idea. Try and pretend you're somebody else.
Yeah.
Not that you're. What I don't mean is that you tell the person you're somebody else. But when you go out, you've got the different hair colour, you've got the different makeup, you've got clothes that are maybe a bit trendier than you would normally wear. I think it's a great idea, and I want that to be.
Yeah, I think
Dan and
you don't
Grace.
need to change yourself, but change how you feel about yourself, so that you can then, I don't know, also maybe have a bit of maybe flirt a bit. It doesn't sound like you're very flirty, Amy.
No, you've got to be
Have a wink.
flirty. You've got to have a wink.
Yeah.
You've got to look to yourself here as to why these things aren't working.
Yeah.
But the very best of luck to you. Try and do what Grace said. Send us a photo and we would love to hear how you get on.
Yeah. And if all else fails, get a cat. Now time for the anonymous confession. We're two best friends, that's us, Denise. And one thing we've never told anybody is that we knowingly slept with the same guy. He knows we're friends and we compared notes. But it's the thing we'll take to our graves before we tell anyone else. We just both really fancied him. I think that's fine.
It's happened to me.
Well, really? What, you slept with the same guy as your friend?
Well, yeah, she didn't know that I had slept with him when she slept with him. And then she was a bit cross that he didn't tell her that.
Yeah.
And she felt like she'd betrayed me. I wasn't going out with him.
No,
I
of
just slept
course.
with him. I didn't give a monkey's.
No.
But to this day, we're still great friends. To this day, she will still say, because, I never would have if you'd said. I go, I don't care.
Yeah.
A, it was 180 years ago. I don't care.
Camels
And
were
B, if you told me, I would have said, good luck.
Yeah. I think we have rights now. You can sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. And so can your mates. And so can their mates.
And also, going back to Amy,
Yeah. Oh, God.
just
Maybe
have a bit of a
sleep
good
about.
time.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. Be careful.
Legs at 10 to 2.
you
You'll be
go.
fine.
There you go.
I think, do you know what? That's fine. I don't even think you guys need to keep that to yourselves. I think that's quite fun. It would be good for 2 truths, 1 lie. If you're all in a room in the friendship group, well, me and Alice slept with
Yeah,
John.
yeah.
No one my age is called John.
You know what and it's a Gen Z thing, I think. When people talk about, well, I'm just going to tell my truth, that really bugs me.
That's so annoying. Why
It's
is that
like,
saying?
no, it's not there is only the truth.
Yeah.
There is not your truth and Sally's truth and Rosie's truth.
Yeah, it's
there
just
is
the
only
truth.
one truth. Two phrases. I'm just going to tell it like it is. No, you're going to tell it like you think it is.
Yeah, Denise.
And I'm going to tell my truth. Well, that's probably a lie.
Yeah.
Because there's only one truth.
And when someone says, I'm going to tell my truth, it's going to be bad.
Oh, God.
It's
like
gonna
when
stir
someone
the
says,
pot.
no offence, it's going to be the most hugely offensive
They're
thing
gonna
and
say,
you're going to
"I've
want
got
to
no
punch them
arse."
in the face.
Yeah, I know.
say,
They're going to say, I've got no arse, Denise.
I can't bear people who say, well, it's just who I am. It's, just like it is. Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
I'm sorry.
Or big table of people, one's upset everybody. Well, that's just Brian. Brian's a
Yeah.
isn't it?
Why are we friends with Brian?
Yeah. But then he's just allowed to be because that's just Brian.
just
he just
Brian.
upsets everybody.
Yeah.
We can't really think of this as a confession or a dilemma, really,
No.
because I've slept with a few people that my friends have slept with in my young and single days.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think,
Have you slept with boys?
yeah, unfortunately so. Denise.
Have you? How many?
Yeah. A few. Sorry.
How many boys?
Quite a few.
Did you have any sexual attraction to them?
I'd say at the time I did, because I didn't really know anything different. And then you see your first pair of breasts and you think, well. But I think for me,
Right.
it was at the time, yeah. But I don't know. I think, maybe just tell everyone. I think that's a good confession.
And don't hold it back. There's nothing to be ashamed of if you weren't hurting anybody.
Yeah,
It's only a confession if you were hurting people. If you weren't,
yeah.
do what you like.
As long as you didn't catch anything.
And on that note, take this away with you. Anything you want to say to us, write to loose.women@itv.com. # what was that line you just said?
As long as you didn't catch anything.
As long as you didn't catch anything. And we look forward to seeing you next time for Words and Wisdom from
you.
Denise Welsh. And
GK Barry.
we thank you for watching and we thank you for listening.
God
Have a
bless.
great day. God bless.
I'm so sorry. It's Denise.